is, as you can tell, I got my tinfoil hat crown as per request. I got it on. Tinfoil Hat Tuesday is now in commence. We're gonna watch some damn skinwalkers. Some man, this has been coming a thing since I don't know when. Like I forget how long ago it was, but it's become a very funny trend. And there's some really cool, obviously edited, faked kind of things. But then there's some stuff that, people they faked it. They have some very cutting edge technology in order to do so. But until then, we are gonna decide what with our own until like they come out and they're saying, hey, these motherfuckers are these are real things. We all have to kind of like come up with our own conclusion of what it is. And obviously, some of them might very well be fake. I have a good feeling of that, but regardless, it's all in good fun to watch some shit and theorize. That's why you put on the tinfoil hat, so that way you can unleash all those crazy theories, man. Unleash them motherfuckers. They're there. They're inside, right, waiting for you to just slip on your little tinfoil hat. It could be a little tinfoil yarmulke if you're Jewish. It could be a tinfoil turban if you're one of those folks. It could be a tinfoil anything. Like I like to wear bandanas. I started to just do a tinfoil bandana. Just started to wrap my bandana up in a tinfoil hat. But I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna do a tinfoil hat. And then somebody said tinfoil crown, and I was like, you know what? That's a legitimate thing. I should do a tinfoil crown. Because you know what? After all, we are some motherfucking kings up in this motherfucker. So let's just take care to put on that tinfoil hat and get ready. Because I gotta get ready because I gotta load this bowl, man. I don't know about y'all, but I gotta load my shit. I'm a little underprepared because I had some sheer fuckery. Like the kind of fuckery where they like literally bend you over, they take their fist and they just slam that bitch right up in there, man. Microsoft has fucked me a good one. For some reason, and it happens to a lot of people. I mean, it's happened to well over 20 people I can see. Uh Gaming services for the Game Pass app just cuts off. Just no longer works. Just quits. And it's constantly trying to re-download it. And this has apparently been something that goes on for quite some time. I had it happen earlier or late last year. It was like around I want to say it was around December or something. And I never did call because I tried to fix it myself, and then I was like, I'll just wait and let it happen. Well, it happened yesterday or last night, and nothing would work, nothing fixed. I waited for today, nothing fixed. So I call, and lo and behold, they sent me to someone in another country who was not wanting to speak to anyone from America. They just you could tell that was their whole entire demeanor. And it was such a really fucky thing considering that I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars at Microsoft for Xbox since I was a child. I was a very young child and have been going for a long time. Very, very long time. And now I had like they gave me a refund for my for my this month's shit, but they like I can't access any of my games. Period. Like the games that I have on here, I cannot access. The games that I paid for prior that are PC compatible, I cannot access. I can probably play them on my Xbox, but that's as far as it goes. I cannot play them on him. And it's like, well, what's the fucking point? Like, that's that's fucking ignorant as fuck. And this is something that Microsoft has refused to try to fix for years. This is something that's been plaguing people. And if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is, and I just won't pay for anything. I'll just have to cut my losses on it because there's no way I'm gonna get thousands of dollars back from them. There's just no fucking way. They're like they're not gonna fucking fork that over because they'd have to do that to every fucking single person that has. They more than likely spent uh, the same amount, if not more. And it's really really shitty where Microsoft is headed. I don't foresee anything good for them if this continues. I really just don't, because if that becomes a continuing issue, you're gonna see a shitload of people just drop and leave. Be like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm out. Fuck this. Alright. So let's get this up here. These are supposedly creepy skinwalker TikToks that you might have missed. Well, I don't go out of my way to look for skinwalker shit on TikTok, to be honest with you. But I'm pretty sure this shit's gonna be funny. I hope so, anyway. If not, I'm gonna clown it anyway. So, take a nice little sip of my tea. Oh, hell, I didn't even finish. I'm trying to jump way ahead of myself here. What I'm smoking on today, quite interesting. It's called Pink Certs. Pink Certs. I find this to be quite an interesting and very interesting strain. Very dense. Feels like the same density that like if you was to have compressed buds, like compress a whole bunch of it compressed together. That's it. It feels like that, but it's obviously by looking at it, it's like it's obviously in bud structure, but and as soon as it breaks down, it's like it's a whole bunch of compressed bud together. It's crazy, super dense. All right, Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Put on your hat, smoke your bowl. Where the fuck is my lamp lighter? Oh, it's in my pocket. There. All right, here we go.
Fresh frozen custard desserts at Culver's.
What the fuck? You good, dude?
Fuck.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Why? I would never. Cause that, if that's real, that's somebody with dementia. That, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking. That's goddamn Biden or something. look, that's motherfucking Biden standing in front of mine.
Not in my house, Jack. Not in my house. Not a joke.
No, that's not something to fuck with. I think if that's real, that's somebody with fucking dementia.
What are you doing?
Oh man, that's funny.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'll talk to you. Come here.
So I'm gonna have to call Cap on that.
Stop the cap.
And the reason why I'm gonna have to call Cap on that is because when you hear a voice come through a speaker, it sounds a certain way. It just has a specific manner of sounding. Just sounds like it's passing through something of some sort. That's the essential sound I'm trying to describe. That's what you can hear with this. Listen.
I'll talk to you. Come here.
It's coming through a speaker of some sort, and it could be literally like an AI thing, just talking through like a voice sample of it, or it could be a recording of this. It could be a lot of things, but it's coming through a speaker, whatever the fuck it is. Regardless of what it is, it's coming through a speaker. I don't even have to be stoned to fucking hyperanalyze that. I can see that shit a mile away or hear it a mile away. That's coming through a speaker of some sort. So that's sheer cap. But I mean, it's good to try.
So I was just
Leo, dude, seems like Thing is not working anymore, is it? I swear to God. It's almost like I have to like talk a super large. It's either that or it's just not showing. One of the two. But all right, I think now it's working. OBS is being funky as fuck too. What the fuck? The hell, man? Anyway, so I don't know what was going on with those horses, but that just seemed like something was fucking them all up. And I don't know what the fuck was going on with the side of its fucking face, man. I couldn't explain that. That either was a really good edit job or there was something going on. Like, I don't know about Skinwalker, but there was something weird going on.
Down on the mini bike, and what do I see? A deer! Just standing right there.
Man, for anyone who has a black cane Corso, man, you have all the opportunities to edit just simple footage of your dog and make it look like one of the most badass fucking hellhounds that has ever walked the face of this earth. Man, it's just like you could do so much with it. Enzo the Corso. But, I mean, I love that. That's pretty cool. POV, you see a funny looking deer in your backyard. Oh, goodness. That's funny. God, I think my dog. Hold on, what the fuck was that fucker doing? Hold on, goddamn. Look at him, he's just peeking around the corner. Kind of looks like he got pulled. Like, especially because he was wagging his tail. I love these videos because they're they're comically funny. They're not real. Obviously you can tell these are not fucking real, but uh, I feel like these are this is particularly skinwalkers in general is something that you're just if if that is their real thing, you're just not gonna be able to live, walk away, and have video evidence of it. It's just that's not gonna be a thing. It's not gonna be a thing. And if it was, it's like a real thing. You managed to get away, and you had video evidence of your encounter with it. I don't think that you would be able to tell the populace. I don't think you'd be able to get that information out. What you would normally do is try to get help. You'd tell your story. You'd show it to people. It would get told to a particular federal group, and that federal group will come to you and you'll change your story. It's just the way that works. It's the way that works. That's not no tin hat shit. That's just the way that works. You fuck around, you gonna find out. Just best thing to do is in certain situations is if you get out of it, make sure you fucking like say you had an encounter with some kind of Bigfoot or some shit, you know. Best thing to do is just keep that to yourself. Maybe tell close people, you know, but keep it to yourself. Because you're going to either be turned into some point of ridicule or you ain't going to be heard from again. Well, wild shit will happen and can and will happen to your motherfucking ass. Best believe. You better have that Metal Gear alert go right over your motherfucking head anytime somebody fucking new pops up into your life after some shit like that. If you reveal you've seen some shit and some new people start popping up in your life, man, you better start fucking being one. They're willingly trying to go in and get. Because see, the thing is most people are not actively trying to interfere in other people's lives, even so much as not really talking to each other anymore. Like we ain't a social creature like we used to be. And if somebody was to just go out of their way to start trying to involve themselves in your life in some way, you best believe that motherfucker's a fed or something. He gonna get your ass. You said the wrong thing to the wrong people. It is a Chunder Munchkin. I have no idea what that is, but it's funny as fuck looking. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but man, that shit. He took off running like this, man.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Dude, that motherfucker was gone. That shit's funny. Fuck that. I don't know who put this list together, but this shit's funny as fuck. I love it.
Hello, motherfucker.
I'm at the point where I don't feel like I need to put any kind of commentary to that. I think that spoke for itself. That was just another person fucking with another person in another part of the world where superstition runs wild. So they probably thought he was something, but he just had some shit all over him. Shit that we outside of that country wouldn't know about, you know. It's still it's funny though.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Yet again, in a country where superstition runs wild, I, not just country, but whole continent, like pretty much the majority of the whole continent of Africa still suffers from a lot of superstition and superstitious beliefs. When that happens, when you have a place that's just that gigantic, full of superstitions from different cultures, you'll see a shitload of stuff like this being done. Easily debunked even by someone who wants to believe. You know, like it's easily looked at. And like, no, it's not real.
And maybe the spookiest place in the country or even the world.
Skinwalkers take the shape of anything, and that thing has not ran off yet, dude.
There's a light.
Yep.
15 generations, indigenous tribes, including the Utes, have referred to this sandstone ridge as being in the path of the skinwalker.
Residents there say they've heard unusual animal sounds at night, and several ATV riders say they've seen unusual-looking creatures in the distance.
They're talking about Skinwalker Ranch.
This is so crazy!
Now, I think Skinwalker Ranch has a type of paranormal activity. Paranormal activity, there is a bit of a science to it. I'm trying to reason it, and some things, even if science can explain it or make it logical, it still doesn't mean that it needs to be explained or thoroughly followed. So, delve into certain things at your own expense. For real. Skinwalkers are Native American in origin, but I think the superstition of them that's real popular nowadays, it's just a bunch of bullshit. I really have come to the conclusion it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's people glorifying something that was and is.
We're literally hunting for skinwalkers.
Skinwalker, a malevolent spirit, a shapeshifter. It easily ranks as the most intensely studied paranormal hotspot in history.
You saw it? Whoa. Are you okay? Dude. Are you okay?
No, dude, that came from above. That came from right above. It threw something down. I'm not kidding you guys.
Okay.
This is not the first time there have been reports of an unusual creature in the woods. In fact, about a decade ago, it brought a lot of equipment trying to get a picture.
Something strange. There's some knocking going on. We hear some screeches. They're not dogs. They're not coyotes. What could it be, right?
Guys, we're literally getting hunted down by a skinwalker right now.
Shit just popping up playing. Trying to fix this shit because it just keeps popping up and playing all kinds of crazy shit. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Is that a thing?
Bruh.
Oh no, man.
Run, bitch! Run!
That is not that 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 is my worst nightmare. And the reason why is because when I was a kid, I had this goat. And he was a piece of shit. He was a piece of shit. I swear to God, he was a piece of shit. He used to come and run and just take my knees out from underneath me, dude. Like he would just fuck me a new one. He literally ran and all the time right into the fucking kneecap, man. Knocked me out, fucking right out from underneath my feet. And I remember one day he did that and he did not stop. He came head first to me. If it wasn't for my uncle being there, and my uncle, he managed to grab me and pull me back. If it wasn't for him being there, I would have had a horrible headache. Horrible. So, fuck goats. I don't know what they're trying to say this situation is. This is just normal behavior of goats, to be honest with you. But I'm just telling her to run. That is a position you don't want to be in because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 that will fucking ram the dog shit out of you. They don't care, and your bones aren't as dense as a male's, so you gonna get fucked the hell up.
Bruh.
No. Man, If this is real, there ain't no way in hell that deer would be there. Just ain't no fucking way. Like, they'd have to have some kind of, like, magical power over nature or some shit. Like, look at that. Now, if it's a skinwalker, according to their lore, they supposedly do have some kind of naturistic power, but interesting. Now, how in the fuck are they trying to say that this is a... This is just a fucking stag that is not playing around. Look at that, though. That's beautiful. Now, that's something. And it's like, sitting there looking, you can tell it's body language, it's telling you don't go there no more. You see that shit, don't fucking go that way. Because it's probably not no fucking skinwalker, but it is a threat. It's a guaranteed threat. If the dog thinks it's a threat to you. I promise you. Pay attention to these signs, because these signs will save your fucking life. It could be a creep waiting to fucking do horrible things to you. It can be a bear. It can be all kinds of shit. But just pay attention to those signs, because you never know what the fuck it is. See, there is something right there.
Luna, Jackson, come here, please. Come here. Come behind.
Alright, and so she's in, the UK, so they have a lot of creepy people who do a lot of shitty things. And they like to do the stabby stabby a lot over there, and they don't have no bang bangs to fucking make sure that they can't do that. So that could be very well somebody. It looks like it's something peeking in and out right there by the bushes. That dog is saving this family a lot of problems. Hopefully they turn tail though, because that's not something that you want to be lingering around. That's somebody waiting. They very well still probably have highwaymen. You know, that's probably what that could be. It could be very well just somebody just sitting there fucking catching their breath, and it's just in the bend, and it looks like they're off the road, but they're just off the side of the path and not really hiding. They're just bent down catching their breath. It could be something very, 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 very benign, but at this point, the dog itself is like, no, don't go any further. That's the sign. When your dog stopped dead in his tracks, and it's like, hey, look, look. You need to pay attention.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I think there's something out there.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten any like actual jump scares yet, because they always like to throw those in there, and I've always said jump scares are like the most cheapest fucking way of scaring somebody. Like, play like legit fucking head games or something, but a jump scare doesn't do shit. It really just it's gonna get generally everybody, and it's too cheap. It's too cheap. It's like the nuclear bomb of all scares. It's gonna be a pretty much guaranteed casualty, but it's cheap. It at what cost? You know. Oh, what? All right, there was interesting. Because that's probably some type of artist's whole little thing, but it looks very interesting. What's in the actual fishbowl? That's very interesting. probably sure. I'm almost- Having creepy music to shit doesn't really do anything. What the fuck? You're weird. Supposed to have like a dog body or some shit? That's some weird shit. Is it somebody like supposedly like walking around somebody's house? I mean, not only is that behavior weird, but that's even more weird. Well, Skinwalker Ranch itself has been ultimately it was supposed to be cursed land. It's Native Americans that cursed the land, and there's been a lot of different people who have all kinds of different types of paranormal activity that goes on there. One thing is for sure that you're always going to have some type of effect when you go there. Something always happens, apparently. I don't personally think that anything will always happen, but I do think that if you're opening your mind to something, you're going to pretty much be susceptible to connecting dots where they normally wouldn't be connecting, and et cetera, et cetera. Hyper believing in something that shouldn't really be until you can really analyze it. Because Skinwalker Ranch itself and paranormal activity itself, like I said, was one of those things that can be explained in a scientific manner, but it just it delving too deep into something that just is, and not it has really no grounds of study is almost maddening, and it drives you fucking crazy. It's just one of those things that you really can't really, because they just try to write it off with it's not a possibility, and it's like, well, how is this happening then? Because if this is happening, that's obviously a possibility. Because this right here. See, that could also be creating some type of fluctuation. It's, radiation itself has been known to produce a shitload of different, like Chernobyl, for instance. That place has wild ass shit going on, like super wild ass shit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's always an explanation of something. It's just like trying to understand the logic of it is how you gotta kind of like gotta be sane and try to walk it with a sane head because it will drive you crazy trying to understand it. But yeah, I do believe radiation could have a lot to do with a lot of things because Chernobyl, that shit. That's why I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they gonna do about that place. That like the whole like what happens when fucking like it just seems like when it's possible for it to be habitable again. I wonder how Chernobyl and the newfound residents of it are gonna be. And there like already like a shitload of homeless people just already living in Chernobyl? I think so. Could have sworn. Yeah, there is. There's a shitload actually, apparently. But that was fast. Alrighty, let's get back into this.
This is how you spot a skinwalker. On January of this year, a creator by
Well, that's pretty dope. I mean, I usually kind of like silence the idea that aliens aren't real with okay, if we exist in another galaxy far, far away, something else exists. I guarantee it. Like there's no way in hell that our planet was the only fucking planet in all the mass galaxies that exist that we're the only ones that sprung life, you know. I don't know. Do other alien life exist in within our galaxy? I don't think so. Not not from here anyway. If something pops up in our galaxy, it's not from here. It's from far the fuck off. Because our galaxy is still in an ex, baby expanse. And if you look at other galaxies like the Andromeda galaxy, then, you know, we, because the way time is perceived, it's even more expanded. It's already expanded into ours. But their universe is in a mass expanse, or their galaxy is in a mass expanse. Our galaxy is in a mass expanse. Is going to be by the time it's viewable to them, or at least if they have the same way of viewing it. It's very interesting how alien life might be able to view things too, because they might not be able to view things like us. They might be able to view things in a more advanced state than we can. So they might be able to see directly within the time frame of what they're looking at. It's a fucking mind-boggling motherfucking thing to think about. That'll be the next Tuesday. Is next Tuesday we're gonna do aliens for sure. I'm gonna have to cut it here though. I'm gonna have to call it right here. Uh, I'm gonna do me a nice little dab and if aliens do exist, would be their purpose for leaving their galaxy to come to this galaxy? What would be the only purposes to do so? That would be that's something that I've pondered a lot. I've even asked AI if an alien species wants to come to this universe or to this galaxy, what would be the purpose? That's a good one to ponder. Alrighty. I'll be back later. Oh goddamn, that hit me hard. I'll be back later with some more cringy ass shit. Until then, peace.